The judiciary has also played a key role in expanding modern constitutionalism in our country. It has derived various rights under Article 21, such as the right to live with dignity, the right to livelihood, the right to fair trial, right to food and shelter, the right to education, and the right against sexual harassment. At the same time, courts have read the chapter on fundamental rights and directive principles harmoniously. By adopting a purposive interpretation, constitutional courts have significantly expanded the scope of Indian Constitution. In recent decades, the judiciary has delivered numerous landmark judgments that have strengthened constitutional principles. Under Article 15, the Supreme Court has recognized both direct and indirect discrimination, further advancing the Constitution's mandate of equality. We must also acknowledge the role of constitutional courts in filling the constitutional silences. That is, certain features are not explicitly mentioned in the Constitution. Courts have referred to constitutional traditions in several cases. For instance, courts have referred to the principle of collective responsibility as an inherent principle of parliamentary democracy. India's constitutionalism, thus, is modern in the sense that we have tried to have a broader approach in engaging and interpreting the Constitution. Being modern in the context of constitutionalism does not mean that everything old is bad. We must acknowledge that there are certain features of constitutionalism on which it keeps evolving. Separation of power, rule of law, accountability of the institutions, and protection of people's rights are such features on which we keep expanding our jurisprudence. Institutions must not only exercise power, but also be accountable for their decisions and actions. I would also like to acknowledge the role of academics in shaping of the narrative around the modern constitutionalism. Academic scholarship can facilitate judicial decision-making, especially on issues involving constitutional questions. The basic structure doctrine is the result of such an academic scholarship. Courts often refer to academic writings when deciding complex constitutional issues. Courts also draw from scholarly analysis that enrich their understanding of constitutional history, comparative legal systems, and evolving democratic principles. Strengthening this dialogue between legal academia and the judiciary will further enhance India's commitment to the robust and forward-looking constitutional order.